If you've ever felt overwhelmed with looking at homes, thinking about how you're going to afford a mortgage payment each month, and you have no idea where to start, and you want to still get into a home, not be paying rent, we have a solution for you. If you're new here, my name is Keara Mooney. I'm a mortgage broker servicing all of the East Coast, here to help you with your home financing needs. So today we're going to dive into how you can actually live for free or cover at least half of your living expenses. So the most common way to be able to alleviate that burden of a mortgage payment is something called house hacking. It's a terminology that came about within the last few years, but people have been doing this for decades, and it's just becoming a little bit more popular with the term of the house hack. So how does it work, and who qualifies for something like this? Any first-time buyer, if you're going into a new home and you've never purchased a home before, you can do a super low down payment, as low as 3% down, depending on credit, and that allows you to get into the home for a little small amount out of pocket. And yes, you may say, well, I'm putting only 3% down, or I'm putting a small down payment down, but my monthly payment may be a little bit higher, $5,000, $6,000, or even $4,000 a month. That is true, but a way to still get into a home, start building that equity, start having a tax write-off, but alleviate that monthly payment, is having this house hack option where if you are someone that's younger and you're comfortable with roommates, this is you living in one part of the house and renting out rooms to maybe your friends or you have siblings, and you're comfortable living with others. That is one way to do it, and they are essentially paying your mortgage for you, and you theoretically are living for a minimal amount out of pocket or almost free. So if you think about it in the sense that you may be paying, say the average of your area is $2,000 to $3,000 in monthly rent, I would argue even if you're coming out of pocket with $500 to $1,000 a month, it's still worth it to pursue this option, because that's an amount that you're saving in your pocket each month. Instead of giving that $2,000 extra dollars to a landlord, you are now putting that into your pocket towards your mortgage payment, meaning you're paying down a loan, you're getting a tax write-off, and you're building equity into the piece of property that you own. Another way to do this is, instead of having roommates, if you find a property that has a walkout basement. So a lot of times realtors and agents, they ask for your buyer box. So the best way to describe the buyer box is you should be having a list when you're out looking of exactly what you want in a home. So if you know that you're trying to house hack and alleviate that mortgage payment, the best way to do that is to have an area in the home where there's a separate entrance, whether that be a walkout or a completely separate unit if you're doing a legal two-family, and describing this to your realtor so that when they're searching for homes for you, they know what to look for. If you know this is super important to you to be able to afford this house in the specific area that you want, tell your agent, be vocal that you want a separate entrance where you can have an apartment, whether that's a close family member or a friend that you're putting in there, and they're covering, even again, if it's half of your mortgage or all of it, that's going to really help your monthly payment. So don't let a monthly payment discourage you. Speak to your realtor, be vocal, speak to your mortgage consultant. That's what we do on our side, and we find ways to get creative to make the home buying process achievable for you and your specific circumstances. So 2 ways: you can either have roommates and rent out each room. The second way is to have a complete separate area, such as a walkout basement or a separate unit. Maybe that's on the second floor, where you convert that to a separate apartment, and that's going to help alleviate that monthly payment. So if this sounds appealing to you, if you want to learn more, click the link below. We can go over a consultation, and it takes less than 24 hours once we have all of your documents in to finalize the plan for you. We look forward to working with you, and we will see you on the next one.